Are these the diskettes that you found in Victor's accordion?
Yeah, but I haven't looked at them yet. I thought I'd go through all the paper that Victor shredded before he left.
And?
Trying to piece these together is the ultimate brain teaser.
Gee, it's a shame Victor isn't here. That's exactly the type of puzzle he would love. What exactly do you expect to find?
Well, I was hoping for nice big block letters that said I went that away, but right now I'd settle for a credit card receipt, an airline itinerary, anything.
Kevin, did you ever consider the possibility that the reason for Victor leaving is truly what he said in his letter?
No, I don't believe that Victor left because the responsibility of a wife and family was too much for him. No.
You know, earlier when we were talking to Mary, I got the distinct impression that she was holding something back. And now, my dear, I get that same impression from you.
I'm not sure telling you everything I know is best for you.
Well, why don't you let me be the judge of that, huh?
Okay. I just found out that for over 40 years, Victor was a spy.
Hello.
How is Christina?
She's fine.
You think you could be a little more generic?
Okay. She's dandy.
Chris, I want to know how she's eating, how she's sleeping. Does she cry a lot?
No matter what you think of Lucy Coe, she's completely devoted to your little bundle of joy. Considering how difficult it is to find decent childcare these days, you should be grateful.
Christina belongs with me, her mother. Oh, I want out of here.
Ooh, you're not taking your chill pills, are you, Pookie?
And you're not stuck in here all day finger painting. So what the hell is that lawyer you dug up doing to get rid of Lee?
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Seems your current guardian has done a shameful job. That awful Lee Baldwin has been abusive towards you.
Tell me more.
He's used mind games to deliberately hinder your recovery. Inexcusable behavior on Baldwin's part, which is why he has to be removed immediately.
I couldn't agree more.
Well, Christina went to sleep without even finishing up her little bottle. So you said Bordiso sent this tape, huh?
Yeah, a messenger dropped it off a little while ago.
Was there a note or anything with it?
No, just the tape.
You know, I really am not interested in anything he does or says or anything. So why don't we just toss it and not give him the pleasure of knowing we watched it?
Lucy,
Oh,
Lucy, I'd like to know what he's up to.
Wait, Scott, wait, what are you doing? We can't watch that. It's a movie. I have to have popcorn before we watch a movie. Okay, if we're going to watch it, we might as well enjoy it. So I want some yogurt. I've been dying for that frozen cherry yogurt. Could you go get a quart of it, maybe? And I'll go clean up Christine's bedding.
Lucy, I doubt he sent a copy of the Titanic, okay? Could you fetch the remote? You know, because I want to see what's going on. His body's just more of these threats.
Oh, you don't start without me, okay? Just hold on. I'm going to go run and see if Christina wants to finish the rest of that bottle, okay? I'll be right back.
No, you know what? I'll go do it. You've been chasing up and down those stairs all day. It's my turn. My turn.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Victor was a spy? And this whole time you never knew?
My whole life, I always believed that Victor was a workaholic math professor. If I knew what he was really up to all the times he was gone, it might have made my loneliness a little more bearable.
Oh, well, probably not. If you want a father around and he's not, there's pretty much no consolation.
I used to get so angry at him. I knew there was something wrong with my mother. So I spent a lot of time wishing my father were home because my mother would act differently towards Ryan and I when he was there.
But in the past few years, you have managed to put all those past hurts into perspective and form a loving relationship with Victor. That's incredible, Kevin. That is absolutely incredible. I can't tell you that if my father showed up on my doorstep after all these years, that I would be able to do the same as you did.
You could if you both wanted it. You know, for someone with such an awful childhood, you turned into a remarkably well-adjusted adult.
Excuse me? Who are you calling well-adjusted?
Yeah, I think I can read this.
What is it?
It's the guest list for Victor and Mary's wedding. You know, I have formed a great relationship with Victor. And that's why I don't believe that he's the kind of man who would abandon his family on a whim. The only reason he would have left the way he did is if he thought he was in danger in Port Charles.
We'll find him, Kevin. We will find him. And in the meantime, I'm going to help you with all this stuff. I used to be pretty good at puzzles, so...
I hope so, because even with both of us working on it, it'll take us at least a month.
Well, then we better get started now, shouldn't we?
Dr. Randy Marauder, I see you.
What in the devil's name is this?
Looks like a court summons for a hearing in the matter of guardianship filed by Darren Leopold on behalf of Julie Devlin.
Instigated by you.
Julie's been complaining about you for some time now.
I've read the charges, particularly the one about my refusal to let Julie share her DL-56 profits with you. I'm sure that upset her terribly.
Well, as a matter of fact, it did. Now, you're a lawyer, not a doctor, so I wouldn't expect you to understand, but Julie's trying to make amends for the harm she's done.
So of all the people she's hurt, you've suffered the most? I don't think so.
Making restitution is part of her therapy. Your refusal to help has interfered with her recovery.
That's hogwash. You're not interested in her recovery, you're interested in her money.
You're the one who's getting a big fat fee to manage the Devlin estate.
I'm gonna fight this to the end.
You go right ahead. But you're not gonna win this one, Mr. Baldwin.
So, how is she? How's she doing?
Oh, fast asleep.
Wow. How in the world did you manage to get her to go back down so quickly?
Well, you know, a little technique I had when Serena was about that age.
Really? I want to know. Share your expertise with me.
Oh, I don't think you're ready for it.
Oh, no, I am. Please, go ahead. How did you do it?
No. It's very complicated here, you know, and if you don't get it right away, I don't want you to be disappointed, because it is tricky.
I won't. I want to learn from the master. Go ahead. Hit me. Tell me. Come on.
All right.
Okay.
Itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. That. Wait a minute. What are you laughing about here? Do you want to learn this or not? Because I will stop
Okay,
right now. I'll stop.
Please.
Okay.
Please go on.
Down came the rain, washed the spider out. Out came the sun, dried up water spout. Itsy bitsy spider climbed back up.
And so that works. That works.
Yeah,
No.
it worked. It always
Okay, wait.
worked.
I have a
Yeah.
different version. May I share mine with you?
Different. So you knew this.
I knew it, but it's different. And so let's just see if you
Fine,
like
well,
this
then
one.
let me
Okay.
see yours is any better, but mine works.
I'm going to...
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. How am I doing so far?
Well, I don't feel any sleep coming on, but keep going. See what happens.
Okay. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider came
Well,
out to play again.
that is one frisky little spider.
Mm-hmm. You know what I was thinking? Was Christina's asleep, taking her little nap, and Serena's not going to be home from school for hours and hours and hours. So I was thinking, you know, summer's coming, and Serena's going to be home from school all the time. This will probably be the only opportunity we have to enjoy this big firehouse all to ourselves.
Kevin, as a friend, I'll do everything I can to help you find Victor. But officially, my hands are tied. I mean, the letters Victor wrote made it clear that he left town of his own free will.
I believe he left because he was in danger.
Who would want to harm Victor?
You may not find this easy to believe, but Victor's been working for the federal government since he was in his early 20s.
Wait a minute. When you say working for the government...
I mean undercover, code breaking, espionage. I just found out a few days before he went missing.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, Victor's a brilliant mathematician. He's fluent in several languages, an international traveler. Long absence from home. I mean, it makes sense with everything you've told me about how he was when you were growing up. But you're saying he's still in the business?
That's what I'm afraid of. This whole thing came to light because I found a passport with Victor's picture in it, but the name is for someone called Bill Dyson.
Possessing a fake passport is a federal offense.
Unless the federal government provided it, but I don't know that.
Well, we can't very well call the CIA and say, hey, do you happen to have a Victor Collins working undercover for you?
No, and even if you could, you'd probably end up getting him in more trouble than he is already.
Which is why I need you to bend the rules just a little bit for me.
Consider him bent.
Great.
Listen, I will also get in touch with my contacts at the WSB.
What's the WSB?
The World Security Bureau.
I promise I'll do everything I can, officially and unofficially. I've got to tell you, you know, trying to track a guy down that's been undercover for 40 years, it's not going to be a cakewalk.
I know. Finding Victor is going to be a hell of a lot harder than finding your average missing person.
Hello?
It's Chris.
What's the matter? Is Christina okay?
Don't worry, this is a good news call. I just got through with a knockdown drag-out with Lee Baldwin.
Let me guess. He just got the petition for change of guardianship.
And he hit the roof.
Oh, I can imagine. Do you think we have a chance of making these accusations stick?
Well, Darren's a pit bull. By the time he's finished in court, Lee Baldwin will look like a self-serving mercenary who's blocked your recovery. You may even have grounds to sue for mental cruelty.
Chris, we can't afford to be too cocky. I mean, Lee has an excellent reputation. It's one of the reasons I hired him in the first place.
At the very least, the waters will be so muddy that the court will have no choice but to appoint a new guardian just to straighten it all out.
Okay. Maybe we can be just a little cocky.
And I've saved the best news for last.
What's that?
Leopold's figured out a way to get me back in to visit you.
Well, I certainly am glad you are a man who knows how to seize the moment.
Yes, I do seize the moment. You know what? I feel so good right now that I don't really care what Bordisa was up to, but I still would like to see what the tape says.
Right now?
Yeah, what I can do right now. Here's the remote control. I'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, here, let me have it. You want to sign here? Fine. Here, here's a little towel.
Oh, so, who was that at the door?
The messenger. Don sent the stuff over. It's the specs on the distribution of the Serena line.
So great. That's fantastic. I didn't realize he was going to get it over here so quickly. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that maybe I should move my office here into the firehouse since I'm taking care of Christina now.
I'm all for having you as close as possible, but that's a lot of trouble to go through when we don't know for sure that we're going to get to keep the baby.
You know, I know in my heart that she is meant to be with us, so I just want to enjoy every moment. And, hey, I happen to run a company that I could work anywhere I want. I want to work here at the firehouse. Maybe I could put her crib and my computer and my desk in the guest room, you know, and we could be together making executive decisions.
So you can match your toenail polish with your shoes.
No, you know, I always match my polish to my purses. The point is that she's been bounced around so much, that poor little girl, that Christina needs a very stable environment, and that's what I want to give her.
Then we'll have the office, firehouse. We'll all live here in one big shoe. All right, now, where is the remote control? Here it is. Isn't working. Well, this tape is all goofed up.
Well, you know what? I think that's for the best. I really don't want to be sucked back into one of Davey's horrible games.
No, I want to know what he's up to. I'm going to go to his hotel room and find out right now.
Okay, then fine. I'm gonna go with you.
No, now listen, we can't leave the baby alone. Serena's going to be home, so I'll just go over there and find out what he is up to, all right? I'll take care of it. I'll catch you later.
Oh, okay.
Dee
I need to speak with you right away.
Lucy. Well, tell me, did Scott and you enjoy our little home movie?
No, the tape was ruined, and he didn't have a chance to watch it.
Well, now don't you worry, because I have plenty more copies available.
I just want to see you right now.
Well, I'm flattered.
Don't be. Just, can you come over?
I'm on my way.
Anything interesting on those discs?
Oh, computer games mostly, like Dungeons and Dragons-ish. You assume a personality and role play, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, I'll get it.
Thanks.
Hello, ma'am. I have a vacuum cleaner here that will change your life.
Oh, Ramsey, I knew that doctor thing wasn't going to work out for you.
Where are your manners? Let me in.
Where are your manners? Why didn't you call first?
I'm here to see Kevin.
All right, come on in. Kevin, there's a really obnoxious salesman here to see you.
Hello, Chris.
Kevin? I see Eve is decorating your place like she did mine.
What can I do for you?
We need your help.
Who's we?
Julie and I. I need to get back in to see her.
Ferncliff has strict orders not to allow visits from any of Julie's friends.
Well, that's just it. I'm not going to see her as a friend. I'm going to see her as her fiancé.
Well, I didn't know rotten liars could drive quite so fast.
Oh, when you call, Lucy, I hop, too. My, what sweet domesticity. You've become quite the little mummy, haven't you?
I enjoy that. It's something you can't understand, I'm sure, because you've lost your capacity to love.
Well, maybe I could find it again with the right woman. Is that why you called me?
No. No, it isn't.
I didn't think so.
I called you over here because we discussed the fact that you weren't going to tell Scott or anyone else about what happened between us, and yet you sent that video over here. I want to know why.
Because I have a bone to pick with Mr. Baldwin.
I don't think that's the only reason.
No?
No, I don't. I think you think, yeah, if Scott finds it first, great. But if I find it first, that just gives you much more leverage to manipulate me with.
That's what I love about you, Lucy, your ability to grasp the situation.
Let's get right down to it. What is it going to cost me to make sure you don't show that tape to Scott?
Perdizo. You're much better to deal with when you're not around.
Tonight, following Spin City, it's a memorable NYPD Blue. Jimmy Smith's final episode is one you'll never forget. Tonight at a special earlier time, 9:30, 8:30 Central. Viewer discretion advised.